Hello folks, so just going to show a couple of things today. Apparently you can't have too many projects, I've decided to add an additional project, well, to actually add two additional projects to the current Imaginations project that I'm doing at the moment. Um, I'm quite bad for this, is where I'll start a project and before I've even completed it I then start looking at other things as well, and end up with a couple of projects on the go at the same time. So this is the first one that I'm delving into, and it's basically naval wargaming for Napoleonic period with one scale of 1 to 3,000 ships. These are tiny because I want to do the bigger battles such as Trafalgar, and it's St Vincent, is it? I might have that wrong. But Trafalgar primarily is one game that I've always wanted to do, and in this scale I don't have to worry about rigging. I have done the bigger ships, well, the 1,700 scale ships with all the rigging and the ropes and everything, but these I got from Westwind. Obviously you don't have to worry about rigging at this scale, and because they're so small, they're so easy to paint up. You look at 10 minutes a ship or something, so you might not be able to get a full idea of the scale there. So I'll, as you can see, put it in my hand. You can see how small they are, tiny little things. So that's and obviously because they're so small, they're so easy to paint up as well. So that's a British one, and this one here is I can zoom in. It's a Spanish one. So you can see it's got some of the riggings already on the actual cast itself. And like I say, they are very easy to paint up, take hardly any time. They come with the bases, so again all you do is stick them down. They come as two parts, the base and the ship itself, so you just glue it down and paint it, and there you go, ship done in extremely small amount of time. So I think I've done about 7 or 8 now. Here's a couple, there, 6 of them here. So I think for Trafalgar it's something like, I think it might be 33 and 28. I might have those figures wrong, but roughly about 30 ships aside. So I can't see it taking me too long to paint these up. So hopefully get a good game of Napoleonic ships, the larger battles. So looking forward to that. So that's one project that I'm working on at the moment, and the other project is, because I really enjoyed Hail Caesar, I started looking at a board game that I've got, and this is it here. And it's been re-released a couple of years ago, and I got in on the Kickstarter, and I've played it a few times, and I do enjoy it. So it's a campaign game. It's Hannibal versus Rome, and I started. But the only thing that I didn't really like, maybe it's because being a tabletop gamer, is the actual battles. So the campaign side of it's absolutely fine, but the battles are a bit, yeah, they're a bit, card against card sort of thing, not very strategic. So I thought about using Hail Caesar to resolve the battles, and it's quite easy to work at the point system, converting from the point system on this board game to actually having battles. So that's the plan anyway. So with that in mind, I'm going to be working on a Carthaginian army and a Roman Republican army. So based on the agenda, because if you're doing the Carthaginians, there's always one particular unit that you just can't wait to do. And for me, as with a lot of people, it is the elephants. So these are the first of the units as such. So just 2 elephants from Victrix. Not based them yet. You can see there, they're just painted up. My usual way of painting, just some block painting, dip, and a little bit of highlights. And I've just done a couple of Numidians to go on the bases at the side of them. But these models paint up really nice. And anyone who's used Victrix before know how easy they are to paint up, and not as good as metal figures. Plastics rarely are, but I think these are probably as close as you can get to being as good as metal figures. And when in the box set you get a couple of varieties. You can do Numidians, Carthaginians, and someone else. So obviously I've gone for the Carthaginians, and I got the decals that you can order because I wasn't going to paint all that on the side of the elephant. So I ordered them, and they go on nice and easy. So that's the beginning of the project, which is going to be quite a large project. So it's going to be slow progress really, because I'm starting from scratch, 2 armies, and obviously using the Hail Caesar rules. So we're probably looking at for the normal infantry, 12 figures per unit. Keep the ratio down for the amount of figures that I've got to paint. Maybe for the larger like war bands, 24 figures a unit. So we'll see how we go. So there you go. Another 2 projects on the horizon to go along with the projects I've already got. Keeps us busy though, doesn't it? So an update hopefully once I've started to get some more units done. As I say, at the moment just the elephants. But I had to start with the elephants. Like most people doing this period in this army, is you got to do the elephants first, haven't you? They're the armoured core of the Carthaginian army. So yeah, so with like I say, I'll keep you updated on how we get on. Thanks.